Hello everybody, welcome to Object Oriented Programming with Java Laboratory. So student, in this program, I'm going to explain about the program number 5. The program number 5 has two parts. That is, one is method overloading and one more is constructor overloading. So in this program, I'll explain you about method overloading. Then in the next video, we will see about constructor overloading program. Here is the syllabus. Question number 5 says that write a program to demonstrate method overloading and constructor overloading in Java. So this is the program. So this program has two parts. One is method overloading and constructor overloading. Okay, quickly let me explain you the little theory about the method overloading. Then we will see the program. So what is method overloading? If a class has multiple method with the same name. If a class having multiple method with the same name, but in the different parameter is called a method overloading. For example, assume that I have a class. I have a class called A. In this class, I have a method called add. So I have one more method with the same name, add, but this time with a different parameter. In the first method, there are no parameters. In the second method, I have added a two parameter, but here the name of the method is same. This is called a method overloading. So this method overloading you can achieve in two ways. One is by changing the number of argument and other one is by changing the data type. You can have one more method like this as well. Say the return type is int, name of the method is same as add, and you can have like this also. So this is void and this is with the return type int, and this is a method with the two parameter. This is called method overloading. Then why do we need the method overloading? Method overloading increases the readability of the program. This method overloading increases the readability of the program. That is, it provides flexibility to programmer so that they can call the same method for the different types of data. For example, here, suppose if I want to add two integer number, and for the same method, I want to add two floating point number. Instead of writing the different method with the different names, okay, I'll write the method with the same name, but I'll play with the different parameter. So this is why we need the method overloading. Now we will see the code. Here is the code of method overloading program. I have created one class that is method overloading. So in this, there is a method called add. So here add is a method and the return type for that add is I have given int. And I have taken two parameter, int A, int B. So this is one method. And the next method here with the same name. See here also add. But this time here I have used a three parameter, int A, B, C. Okay. And the next one more method I have taken. See, all these methods are within the class. Now same method add, but this time I have taken two floating point number, float A, float B. So you can observe here method names are same, but they are different. They are differ in their parameters. Okay. So this is called method overloading. So this is the simple example to perform the addition. Now in the main method, what I'm doing is I have created one object for my class. So in the main method, what I'm doing is I have created one object. So here I have created the object for my class. By using this object, I can call whichever method I want with respect to the parameter. Now here, this method has two parameters, that is int A and int B of type integer. Now here I am calling that method here. Now see here, by using the object of that class, I am passing this two integer value. That means the compiler will call this method. Okay. You cannot have another method with the same two parameter of integer. For example, you cannot have like this. So this will give you the error. You cannot have this same parameter. There should be a order of the number of the parameter either should be different or it should be different in the type of the parameter. Okay. Now, if you want to call this, you have to pass a 3 parameter. Now, say here, you have to pass 3 parameter, then that function will be called. And if you want to call this function, this method, that is the third method, a floating point type, you have to pass the floating point value. I am printing the result here. From where I am getting the result? I am getting the result from the function itself. So I am returning whatever I am calculating the sum, I am returning to the called function. So here I'm storing in a variable called S1, S2, S3. I am printing it. If you want, you can print here itself. Now I'll show you the output, then I'll modify a little to the program. We will see how to print inside the function as well. I'll just compile the program, Java C, and the file name I'll give it. No error. Then I'll run the program. Now you can observe that we are getting the output. Okay. Now, even if you want, you can modify it. So I have given the constant values here. So you can take from the user by using the scanner class and by making use of the scanner class method, you can take the values and those values you can pass. Okay. And if you want, instead of returning, you can print inside the function itself. For example, I will print here only. Instead of returning, I will print this sum here only. I'll print the sum. Then I have to change the return type of it. I'll use void. The same thing, I'll do it here as well. I'll change this also to void. Here also, I'll do the same thing. Void. Then no need of using the variable. We have to just call the function because the function is not returning anything, no? So this I'll remove it. And this 3 also, 2 statement also I'll remove. Yeah. So here my main function. In the main function, I have created one object for my class. By using that object, I am calling the methods of my class. I'll save this. I'll run it. No error. So I'm getting the same thing. Now, student, I'll show you how to execute this program in Eclipse. Just copy the code. I'll open my Eclipse. This is the Eclipse software. I'll go to File, New. You have to create the new project. I'll take Java project. I'll give some name for the project. I'll give overload. Click on Next. Then click Finish. So here you can see the overload project. Right click on that. Then go to New. Select the new class. And here you have to give the name of the class. I'll give method overload. Then click Finish. Then here you have to type the code. So here I'll paste the code. Save it. Control S. Then run it. So here is the shortcut to run. Now the same output we are getting in Eclipse as well. Students, I hope you understood the program. Please subscribe to my channel and share among your friends. Thank you so much.